The Painting and Decorating Foundation and the Wall and Ceiling Industry Advancement Fund proudly present the 2023 Finishing Touch Awards. These awards highlight the accomplishments of our member contractors and their talented crews on these winning projects. The awards represent the teamwork, dedication, and coordination necessary to produce the highest quality performance. These awards showcase that excellence. The contest winners are selected by our panel of judges. They are Galen Vassar, head of Lawrence Group's hospitality practice; Tom Finan, executive director and co-founder of the St. Louis Construction Industry Forum; Ron Goodman, instructor at the Finishing Trades Institute Midwest; Jason Bauer, instructor at the Finishing Trades Institute Midwest; and Ed Doyle, lead instructor at the St. Louis Carpenters Joint Apprenticeship Program. The judges looked at the submission's level of difficulty, the creativity, and the level of precision used to achieve the desired result. And now, the winners of the 2023 Finishing Touch Awards. We lead off tonight with commercial interior painting, where Bazan Painting captures first place for its restoration painting at the Sisters of Mercy Chapel of St. John at Mercy Hospital in Springfield, Missouri. Bazan's crew was charged with repairing various substrates and repainting a large portion of the chapel. Gold leaf was repaired where needed, and columns were returned to their original beauty with new faux finishes and reglazing. The sky and stars ceiling above the altar was repainted, while literally dozens of ceiling and wall panels were repaired and hand-painted. Bazan's painters checked all the boxes on this project with their skills and expertise at the Chapel of St. John in Springfield. Second place in interior painting is also picked up by Bazan Painting for its restorative painting on the natatorium at the Principia School in Town and Country. The indoor pool and its surrounding environs were in need of a facelift, and that's exactly what Bazan was able to provide. Bazan acid-washed, recaulked, epoxied, stenciled, and repainted virtually everything in their path, including the bleachers. Very nice work indeed by Bazan Painting. Third place is awarded to All-American Painting for its execution at the old Butler Brothers building in downtown St. Louis, now known as the Victor Apartments. All-American's job was to provide coatings for nearly all the paintable spaces in this 736,000 square foot behemoth. Excellent work by All-American Painting. The judges bestowed an honorable mention to Gannon Commercial Painting for its treatments at the Pitch Athletic Club and Tavern on the west side of Union Station. Gannon's group was assigned the task of providing a wide range of treatments, including walls, ceilings, wainscoting, and historic windows. Nice job, Gannon Commercial Painting. Let's turn our attention to drywall framing, where TJ Weiss garners first place for its impressive work on B&B Theater's West Olive 10 in Creve Coeur. This was a major renovation of an outdated 10-screen multiplex. Plans called for the creation of a new luxury entertainment center with the addition of a 10-lane bowling alley and other contemporary upgrades. Judges were impressed with the installation of 66,000 square feet of metal stud framing to accommodate the radius fascias, soffits, and sound walls that would carry 3 layers of gypsum board. Creve Coeur's rigid inspection standards left little margin for error, and TJ's carpenters rose to the challenge to produce award-winning results on the West Olive 10. Second place is gathered by TJ Weiss for its exemplary effort at the White Flag Church in South County. Work included framing for the lobby, worship center, classrooms, and corridors in this 42,000 square foot facility. The total station layout unit was brought out to enable TJ's team to improve efficiency and accelerate production on the ceilings and soffits. In all, TJ Weiss installed almost 83,000 linear feet of metal framing to achieve their goals at the White Flag Church. Well done. Our next category, Industrial Buildings Painting, finds Thomas Industrial Coatings at the top of the heap for its Yeoman's Multi-Phase Coatings project at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio. Thomas Industrial was tasked with coating 2 new twin 40-foot wide by 30-foot tall tanks and all attendant infrastructure, like piping and filter separators. Additionally, Thomas painted all exposed shop prime structural steel, steel framing, a truck offloading canopy, a pump house building, and concrete walls and interior flooring. When that was completed, the Air Force added all motors, engines, and components within the pump house for good measure. Wow! Excellent execution by Thomas Industrial Coatings. Thomas Industrial Coatings also picks up second place in industrial buildings for its restoration of the Little Rock, Arkansas Water Reclamation Authority's Water Clarifier project. The contract called for Thomas to renovate 3 badly deteriorated concrete troughs inside the clarifiers. A cementitious epoxy mortar was used to address holes, voids, and general deterioration of the troughs, while a high-build ceramic epoxy, chosen for its ability to withstand corrosion and chemical attack, provides the finish coat. Impressive work by Thomas Industrial Coatings. Show Me Industrial Services is awarded third place for its contributions at Carlisle Syntec Roofing in Greenville, Illinois. Show Me Industrial blasted, prepped, and installed seamless epoxy wall and flooring systems in 3 new locker room, shower, and restroom facilities. The finishes were achieved using a double flake broadcast flooring system with a polyaspartic top coat and a 3-coat epoxy system for the walls. Nice job. We turn our attention to commercial wall covering now, where Custom Coatings wins first place for its marvelous craftsmanship at the Clover Apartments at Olive Crossing in Olivet. The judges were particularly impressed with the absolute need for precision in the placement of these high-end wall coverings, leaving virtually no margin for error. Marketed as a boutique residential experience, the Clover Apartments at Olive Crossing tested all the talents of Custom Coatings craftspeople. Most of the common spaces, including meeting rooms, collaborative and individual workspaces, and small gathering areas, feature wall coverings with just the right touch. Congratulations, Custom Coatings. Smith Pro Commercial Painting is awarded second place for its exemplary wall covering work on the Kaplan Feldman Holocaust Museum in Northwest County. Smith Pro installed 52 murals for the permanent exhibit at Kaplan Feldman, along with another grouping of murals at the museum's Impact Lab. Working with tolerances of 1/32 of an inch, Smith Pro's painters had to produce work that was spot on, which is exactly what they did. Each custom mural directly relates and acts as a backdrop to each of the interactive displays. Outstanding work, Smith Pro Painting. Our judges just couldn't choose between submissions for our third place winner, so they recognized 2 contractors for their efforts. Paintsmiths of St. Louis takes a bow for the Putchak mini golf location at the City Foundry. Paintsmiths was charged with mounting and wrapping graphics murals around all kinds of industrial fixtures in this former foundry space. Mission accomplished by Paintsmiths of St. Louis. And Painting Solutions gets a third place nod for their finishing touches at the offices of Hush Blackwell Attorneys in Clayton. Wall coverings ran the gamut from cork rolled goods to wood grained vinyl to silk and hand-stitched cowhide. Very nice work indeed. Painting Solutions. Paintsmiths of St. Louis takes home first place in special effects and faux finishes for its excellent execution on this log cabin at an undisclosed location. All logs on the home were cleaned, sanded, and stained prior to starting the hard part of the job, the chinking. Chinking is the weatherproof material used to seal gaps between the logs. There are 2 ways to place chinking, the normal way or the paintsmith's way, which takes a sharp eye and steady hand to get it just right. The judges agreed that the painters who produced the work on this log cabin deserve high praise for their craftsmanship and attention to the smallest detail. Exceptional work, Paintsmiths of St. Louis. Let's focus on drywall finishing now, where TJ Weiss walks away with first place for its handiwork at B&B Theater's West Olive 10. The best opportunity to achieve a great finish is to start with a good base. We've already seen TJ Weiss picked up first place in the framing category, so it follows that drywall finishing would be spot on as well. And it sure is. Not only is the finish work meticulous, but the coordination with other crafts eliminated congestion and established a flow by which TJ's tapers could perform up to the highest standards. Super nice work, TJ Weiss. TJ Weiss also picks up second place for its fine finishing at the Streets of St. Charles Apartments, known as Chapter at the Streets. Well, TJ's tapers wrote a chapter of their own on this huge undertaking, finishing over 1.2 million square feet of drywall using 4,000 plus boxes of taping compound. Reports are that the schedule had gone south before TJ's tapers hit the job, but once in place, they picked up the pace, got the job back on track, and brought home another winner for TJ Weiss Contracting. Exterior commercial painting is up next, where Painting Solutions captures first place for its outstanding work at the Chesterfield Sports Association's youth volleyball and basketball facility. Prior to painting, the tilt-up walls of the facility were power washed and primed using a tinted masonry product. The finished coat, consisting of an elastomeric flat, features a gradient color design that demanded precision, straight-line painting performance. The judges felt that the attention to detail elevated this project above that of a normal tilt-up coatings project. Eye-catching performance by Painting Solutions. Thomas Industrial Coatings snagged second place in exterior commercial painting for the 30th Street and Colorado Avenue underpass in Boulder, Colorado. This pedestrian and bicycle underpass provides safe passage for walkers, runners, and bicyclists at this busy intersection. Thomas Industrial cleaned, brushed, and rolled 16 different colors in a three-step process over 19,000 square feet of retaining walls at 30th and Colorado. Congratulations on a job well done by Thomas Industrial Coatings. Custom Coatings is awarded third place in exterior painting for its very nice completion of the Palmetto Trade Center tilt-up project in Palmetto, Florida. Custom Coatings finished 3 large buildings simultaneously while maintaining a high degree of quality and speed. Nice work indeed. Bazan Painting gets an honorable mention for its professional results for the Great Rivers Greenway signage at Olive Boulevard and 170. Using a variety of techniques, performed in a 3.5-hour work window in the middle of the night, Bazan's crews went about its job with skill and professionalism and produced exactly what MoDOT was looking for. Show Me Industrial Services stands out among the crowd in one of the most competitive categories of the evening with its win for floor finishing. Show Me Industrial got the nod for its custom flooring innovations at Busch Stadium, replacing an existing damaged epoxy floor system. Show Me Industrial completed a 7-coat methyl methacrylate hybrid flooring system in 4 main areas of the stadium. This flexible, high-strength floor was specifically designed to withstand the stadium's concrete movement issues. Hampered by winter temperatures, Show Me Industrial took care to adjust its mixtures to accommodate the hostile conditions. Attention to every detail was the guiding principle at Busch Stadium for Show Me Industrial Services. Second place winner, All-American Painting, takes a bow now for its very nice metallic floor coating system at Scott Air Force Base. The contract called for a 2-coat system in 4 colors with metallic additives. These materials have to be poured and manipulated properly to get the desired effect. All-American's painters showed off their skills by working the materials to near perfection. Additionally, All-American stenciled the engineering unit's logo onto the finished floor. Nice touch by All-American Painting. Custom Coatings takes third place in our floor finishing category for its appealing renovation of a time-worn floor for the St. Louis City Street Department. The basement of this building was converted into office space, so Custom Coatings gave it a wonderful new seamless floor using a double broadcast method with a clear top coat. Excellent restoration. Show Me Industrial Services picks up an honorable mention for level of difficulty in producing this smooth floor throughout the St. Louis Armory Recreation Hall. The severely deteriorated concrete demanded all of Show Me Industrial's expertise to patch, repair, and smooth the floor in one of St. Louis's newest destination locations. Well done. Our final awards this evening feature Industrial Structures Painting, where Thomas Industrial Coatings sweeps the field. Starting with third place, Thomas Industrial is recognized for the Highway 60 bridge replacement over the Cumberland River in Kentucky. The bridge superstructure was completely assembled and finished on a barge before being floated 6 miles downstream and lifted into place. Thomas was tasked with carrying out all surface prep and coatings applications on the 700-foot-long steel structure, including epoxy stripe coating all nuts, bolts, and splices. TIC's painters then rolled over 900 gallons of finish coat to the entire structure before it was moved. Very cool. Thomas Industrial Coating also wins second place for repaint work on this 133-foot tall water tower at Naval Air Station Corpus Christi, Texas. Despite difficulty accessing the inside of the tank, Thomas's crew blasted 10,000 square feet of interior surface before applying a new epoxy coating. Containment on the outside of the tank was done using a system that allowed it to be raised and lowered with a motorized pulley system. In all, 20,000 feet of exterior surface was blasted, prepped, and finished during the winter of 2022-23. Our last award of the evening is first place in Painting Industrial Structures, and Thomas Industrial Coatings wins for its notable achievement at the Lake Shelbyville Dam on the Kaskaskia River in western Illinois. Recognized as the largest dam in the state, Shelbyville Dam was in dire need of renovation of its steel bridgework and 2 of its 3 tainter gates. Thomas Industrial used a 5-part vinyl coating system to finish the project after blasting, reclamation, and priming. The steep incline of the spillway challenged Thomas's crews in the construction of their work platform and containment, but once in place, painters were able to safely access all the gate sections. The Lake Shelbyville Dam is yet another daunting but successful undertaking for the folks at Thomas Industrial Coatings. Well, that's our show. Thank you to all the employers and staff of our contractor members, the journey level workers and apprentices of Painters District Council 58, the Mid-America Carpenters District Council, and our supply community. You are the best.